Let's take a moment in silence and stabilize ourselves in the stage of who I am is the child of the Supreme Father, and I am a merciful soul. We shall continue reading the Murli that we are reading from yesterday, which is Murli dated 3rd of February 1979. And the title of the Murli is Have Mercy for Everyone and Put an End to All Doubts and the Arrogance of I. And before we continue reading the Murli, let's highlight various points that we read yesterday. The signs of elevated world benefactor souls that Baba is speaking this Murli. Let's reread them. The first one is world benefactors know that there is little time and that the task is big. Therefore, world benefactors will use their every second and every thought for world benefit. Second, they will always offer to use their bodies, minds, and the wealth that they have received for world service. Third one, they always have all the souls of the world on their foreheads and in their eyes, that is, in their awareness and in their vision. How can I make these souls who have not attained anything become fully satisfied? How can I make beggar souls full and complete? How can I bring souls who are deprived into connection and relationships? Day and night, they will claim a blessing of these powers from the Father and be best stewards for everyone. The fourth sign is they are tireless and constant servers. They do not just serve according to a given program, but they are constant all-rounders and ever ready. Fifth sign is only such world benefactors, that is, such merciful souls, can be benefactors, that is, lawful and loveful for souls, no matter what defects they may have, souls with strong sanskars, souls who do not have that much wisdom, who have stone intellects, and who constantly defame others. The central idea of this Murli is Baba is telling us that become merciful. That's the strong virtue that one needs to imbibe to be free from all kind of doubts and arrogance. So in Hindi we say रहम दिल बनो और वहम और अहम से अपने आप को मुक्त करो. Then further on, after explaining these 5 signs of world benefactor souls, restorer souls, Baba tells us what is that does not allow us to be merciful. Let's read that paragraph as well. He says, as you continue to move along, your mercy changes into 2 things. Firstly, instead of feeling mercy, some of you have doubts about others and think that this one can never change. This one is always like this. Not everyone can become a king. And all these types of doubts finish all your feelings of mercy. Secondly, instead of having mercy, you have the arrogance of I am everything. This one is nothing. This one is unable to do anything. I am able to do everything. He says this kind of arrogance, the consciousness of I, does not allow you to be merciful. And this is why you are able to benefit just yourself or your own country. Although you know the easy way to become world benefactors, you forget at that time, at that moment, no matter what defects souls have, no matter how impure souls are, or even if they are not making any effort, whether it is an impure soul who does not have knowledge or a soul from the Brahmin family who is not making any effort at all, for both type of souls, world benefactor souls, that is unlimited bestower souls, souls who have a right to bring about world transformation because of being benefactors, such souls will always, first of all, forgive their defects or weaknesses. What does the unlimited Father forgive you, children, for? And he goes on speaking about imbibing the quality of forgiveness that the Father has and bring that forward to give strength to weak souls and souls who are not taking efforts and then bring about the world transformation. We move on further to the last paragraph that we read yesterday, and then we shall continue further. So Baba is giving in this example, in this particular paragraph, example of Rajput clan. He says, nowadays, those of the Rajput clan, high class warrior clan, remind others of the clan they belong to, so that weak ones can develop courage. In the same way, world benefactor souls would make weak souls great by praising them. That is, because of their power of being merciful, they will not imbibe the defects of those souls themselves, but what will they do? They will make those souls forget their own weaknesses and also make them powerful. After doing such powerful groundwork, they only need to make a little more effort on such souls. But they're not having doubts about those souls or any arrogance of I, those souls will be transformed. You must never tell a weak soul of the Brahmin family, you are weak, you are weak. Otherwise, it would be like a patient hearing a doctor telling her that she is going to die and so she would have heart failure. You are all master authorities. You are elevated souls. You are world transformer souls. Therefore, only words of good wishes for all souls should constantly emerge from your lips. You should not speak words that would dishearten them. To become disheartened is also like having heart failure. No matter how weak souls are, when you have to give them a signal or correct them, before you correct them, first of all, give them strength. First of all, praise their specialities. Then, for the future, Draw their attention to their weakness in such a way that you enable them to become elevated souls. Before you sow the seeds, first of all, plow the field with courage and enthusiasm, and the seeds will then bear the fruit easily. Otherwise, sowing seeds in soils who have no courage, souls who have no courage, or who are influenced by weak sanskars, would be like sowing seeds on hard ground. It would take a lot of hard labor and time, and you would have little success. You would not have time to think or do anything for world benefit. You would only remain engaged in bringing benefit to yourself and your country. You would also not be able to remain stable in the world benefactor stage. In order to become a world benefactor, you should know what you have to do and what you should not do. Only then will the service of benefiting the world happens at the fast speed. Now we continue today the rest of the Murli, some part of it, as we are running this Murli in 4 days. At present, your speed is only mediocre. Therefore, this year, become a world benefactor and increase the speed of world service and become merciful. Until now, whatever has happened according to the drama. In this too, you must have benevolent feelings, feelings of going into the stage of ascent and continue to move forward. Baba says, bid farewell to all your weaknesses for all time with determination and also enable others to bid farewell to theirs. So, not only bid farewell to your own weaknesses, but also support others to bid their own weaknesses. And he says the only method to this is to have complete determination. Then the work of world transformation will very soon be accomplished. Now, increase your speed and your stage, that is, constantly and easily pass through every situation by being knowledgeful and pass for all time, and you will pass with honor in the final stage. Do you understand? Make such preparations that next season Baghdada sees all of you in the form of intense effort makers. All of you souls belong to the first division. So today is given as a certificate. All of you souls belong to the first division. He should come to celebrate a meeting with such great souls. Every Brahmin child should always be wearing a crown and tilak and be seated on their throne. The father should come into such a royal gathering. When a royal gathering of souls who have a right to the kingdom takes place here, the royal court will take place there. There here stands for in Satyug. When you invite a special person, a special stage has to be prepared for that soul. So, since you are inviting Bab Dada to come again, all of you will have to make your practical stage complete and perfect. For only then will Bab Dada come. Therefore, each of you should make your stage more elevated and beautiful than the next ones. Acha. Now, let's see which zone claims number one and whether those from abroad go ahead or those from this land go ahead. Acha. To those who are constantly world benefactors and merciful for everyone, to those who are constantly engaged in thoughts of the original self and are full of good wishes for everyone, to the souls who give courage and enthusiasm to other souls, to those who have a right to the kingdom and who make all souls complete, to such powerful souls, Bapdada's love, remembrance, and namaste. From us children, love, remembrance, and namaste. Further, Bapdada is meeting groups. So we will take the first group and the message that he's giving to the first group. Overcoming all adverse situations by remaining seated on the seat of your original stage. Overcoming all adverse situations by remaining seated on the seat of your original stage. Do you become victorious over all adverse situations by remaining constantly stable in the stage of a Master Almighty Authority? Unless your original stage is powerful, you will not be able to overcome adverse situations. These situations come to you through the elements, and this is why the situations are the creation, whereas you, in your original stage, are the creators. Let's reread the statement and go in the depth of what Baba is telling us here. Reflect for each, it would be its own. These situations come to you through the elements, and this is why the situations are the creation. The situations are the creation, whereas you, in your original stage, are the creators. So, there is always victory over your creation. Would someone be called a creator if he is constantly defeated by the creation? The adverse situations that come to you through the elements are your creation. And so it is impossible for master creators, almighty authorities, to be defeated by them. The adverse situations that come to you through the elements are your creation. And so it is impossible for master creators, almighty authorities, to be defeated by them. It is when you get off your seat that you are defeated. When you remain constantly seated on your seat, you have power. The moment you leave your seat, you become powerless. So you have to remain seated on the seat of a master creator. On the basis of remaining seated on your seat, you automatically receive all powers. Do not come down. Very beautifully, he gives the analogy of what happens when you come down by giving the example of playing in mud. Below you is the mud of Maya. Below you is the mud of Maya in the form of body consciousness. If you come down, you will become muddy. The pure soul will become impure. When a young child falls down, he gets dirty. Attention is always paid to a child to see that he does not get dirty. To become body conscious means to get dirty. You are pure souls. When there is even the slightest bit of dirt on something pure and clean, it can be very clearly seen. And I'm sure each one of us can connect to this example, and we must have heard about this sometime in our life. If there is a black dot on whiteboard, what will first be attracted to? We would see that black dot on whiteboard. Even the slightest bit of the mud of body consciousness would be very clearly visible in a pure soul. To become body conscious again and again means to play with or eat mud. To become body conscious again and again means to play with or eat mud. You are not like this, are you? You do not allow your past sanskars to emerge again, do you? Since you have died alive, everything of the past is dead to you. To die alive means to have a Brahmin birth. Brahmins never play with mud. Those things are done by Shudra. So remain constantly in the lap of remembrance of the Father. There should be nothing but remembrance, especially, there should be nothing but remembrance. Especially loved children are always in the lap of their parents. Parents do not allow their children to go into the mud. So, all of you are also specially loved children. You must not play with dirt. Continue to play with jewels. What are the jewels for us? The values, the virtues, the knowledge that Baba has given us. Those who play with dirt are not the Father's children. A very strong message Baba is giving by saying this. Those who play with dirt are not the Father's children. Children of a royal father would never play in the dirt. So, you are the most elevated souls. You are children of the greatest of all fathers, and you constantly play with the jewels of knowledge. Do you not? Acha. Om Shanti. Let's take a few moments of silence and then we can come back and share our reflection and the takeaway for today's Murli. Om Shanti. You can unmute and share your takeaways.
Shanti, sister. So, Baba says the adverse situations, we're defeated because we are, we are off or get down from the seat of self-respect. So it is when we are off from the seat, that's when the adverse situation take over, as when we are defeated. So we have to constantly remain seated in our seat. That's when we become powerful. And that's when we'll be able to conquer the situation. So Baba also, talked about the attention that, Baba says we should not play with dirt. We'll have to play with jewels. This is the takeaway from Om Shanti.
Yes, brother. The 2 points that you mentioned, which also touched me while I was reading the Murli yesterday. And, coming back to the first point that you shared, the reflection which I carry is when Baba says that you are master creators and you're responsible for your creation. And if you're getting defeated, then you're not master creators. So, practically, if I look at it, for me, the takeaway is be responsible and accountable for all your actions, all my actions, and practice that, because whatever shows up in this janma for me, whatever shows up in my life around my relationships, uh, any situation that comes in is a reflection of what's going inside me. And I better be responsible as to what's happening around me. And that's one way to take charge of my own life with the support of Baba. Thank you for bringing that and allowing me to deepen further on what the thought was. One point from each one of us who are here. Swami Ben, Chandrakala Ben, Girija Ben, Sanjay Bhai, Kartika Ben, Radhamani sister, Parul sister, Pramila sister, Sandhya Ben, I believe that's Sandhya Ben, Sridhar Bhai, Usha Ben,
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Ami Ben.
Baba says you are a Brahmin souls, and so you are pure souls. So never come in a body conscious and bring the dirt to yourself. Om
Yes.
Shanti.
Yes.
Om Shanti, Divine Family and Sister.
Om Shanti.
Baba says in almost all Murlis, still we are suffering from pain, or still we are sorrowful. The reason is it's we ourselves, because probably our yogic power is very less, and when our yoga connection with Baba, the body less connection when it's less, so automatically that leads to suffering. That the reason Baba says, already I had given godly knowledge, Srimad, still you are suffering with sorrow in the sense that is main cause. So your yogic, that power is still is less. So when yoga, the connection with Baba, with the bodiless stage, when it's less, automatically will suffer. Still we are suffering from pain, still we are suffering from sorrow. So he says, yoga. So anyone we can speak about the godly knowledge. Anyone can we can discuss about the Murlis, but still we are people are troubling us. Still we are suffering in the sense that is main cause. It's we only. That's what Baba says. Thank you.
Yeah, and while you were sharing this, sister, there are 3 points that Baba mentions with regards to this. He says, always be in remembrance of the Father and play with the jewels that He's given it to you, and do not play with mud. So maybe this is one of the reason why we suffer, because we keep playing with mud. The mud could be in the form of Maya, mud could be in the form of expectations, And with regards to this Murli, the mud could be in the form of doubts and arrogance. Thank you, sister.
Yes, sister. Thank you so much.
Om Shanti, Rakiben.
Shanti.
See, when the word the sister was sharing about still, I was just thinking about it all depends upon the way the seed was sown. So as we sow the seeds, so comes the growth out. So for this, when you were revising the Murli of what we read yesterday, there were already Baba, even though he spoke at the end about, I am a master creator, elements are my creation, I am master almighty authority. He gave 3 qualities yesterday to say that we are great kings. We are equal to the Father. And we are wow souls, worthy of worship souls. So he already gave, like as if before sowing the seed, I am a VIP. So, and he gives the 3 qualities of that VIP. Then he again goes to 3 things. Baba always loves this 3, I think. He said first, now, when you want to bring about a transformation in others, he said, first tell them their strength, then praise their specialities, then bring to attention, not highlight, bring to attention their weaknesses. So this is like sowing a seeds on a hard ground, for which Baba only said 2 things you have to change, the speed and the stage. And all that we have to do here, now. Because the reason is, it is here we get our right. And it is there when we are going to be a royal gathering. That's why I was wondering, the way Baba finished that Murli by saying, if you want Bab Dada to come, create that stage. And today when you went on the groups, it's just 3 words: situation, creation, elements, master creator. Just if I link all this, that I am the master creator, all the things, situation, etc. are my creation, then if I sit on that seat, I become powerful. I will never go down to the mud. I'll never go down. I'll never eat mud. And I will never look behind. Like that's the main thing which Baba mentions in all the Murlis of Holi. Holy means past is dead, past is gone, past is past birth. So if I sit on that seat or sit in his lap of, as you said, remembrance, with this company as Sada Suhagan, then I think I'm bringing about a balance between situation and stage. Om Shanti.
Very well continued with the summary of the Murli, which was missed while I was revising. So thanks for revising that. And a good connection that you sought between what Baba was telling yesterday and how he has brought in the next part of the Murli and continuation with the group. So thanks for revising that for all of us. Sanjay Bhai, Kartika Ben, Radhamani sister.
Om Shanti, sister.
Om Shanti.
My takeaway point is we must not take into consideration of the weak soul in our Brahmin family. We never say the word you are weak. Only good words emerge from our lips. First of all, we must give them strength. We must praise their speciality. Om Shanti.
Yes.
Om Shanti, sister.
Om
So Baba
Shanti.
today said that you should have courage not only to free from your weaknesses, you have that much power and you can make others also free from their weaknesses. And thus, I think this is the need of the hour that everyone is seeking. So they don't know the way how to come away from that weaknesses. They get so much trouble of their own thing. So we should give them more strength and we have to give them courage so that they can be free from that Thank you, sister.
Yeah, and for this, Baba today says that apply the power of determination for first transforming your weakness into, and becoming more pure, complete pure. And only when you have this power of determination would it allow you to support others as well. So first work on your own self, and that will show up working on others. Thanks, sister.
Om
Rakiman,
Shanti.
oh, please, sister, go ahead.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
My Baba says that each of us should make our beautiful stage more elevated. And he also says that unless our original stage is powerful, we will not be able to be victorious over adverse situations. Om Shanti.
Yes. If I remember, I think the sister was a sister who always used to say, my Baba says. I used to love the way she used to assert, my Baba said, my. Okay, what I want to say, can you address the situation which one of the sister had asked, that word still, like why, see, even now, it's more than a year we are part of this club. Do we understand each other? Do we really look at each other as divine souls, as stars coming down in congregation to gather the jewels of the morning Murli? Why is it that constantly I go to the mud, I eat the mud? Is it like how Krishna was when he was small? He always loved to eat mud like a child, because there are some people, let me tell you, they love to eat mud. So, and she used that word still, still, still. So that means there are still I do. So can you give a few steps? I'm not saying a total thing where I don't eat mud. It cannot be that I'm totally out of body consciousness, no. A kind of steps where I can avoid it, because her list of stills which she said, I could catch one or two. I was just trying to think on it. If you could address that.
Before I give my thoughts on this, would anybody like to address this? Vijit Bhai, Sanjay Bhai?
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
That still factor, actually, the word has got different meaning and one direction if understood. When we are soul conscious, we understand in a different way and our attitude becomes different and we act differently. And as we are acquiring knowledge from Baba, but sometimes what happens, we become body conscious, and when we are body conscious, our attitude changes and we understand it in a different way. That what Baba says, that when you attain body conscious, that means that Manamat factor comes, Paramat factor comes, and that derails you. And in that process, what happens, even if you find that, yes, you are doing the things in a proper way, but as when the attitude if itself changes, your state changes, you come out of the seat, your original seat, and then when you leave your seat, your power is over. And in that process, what happens, you still remain in that, you still that feel the pain that what people feel in this Kali Yuga. You basically, when you leave the seat, you are moving towards Kali Yuga, you are out of this Purushottam Shangam Yuga. As when, let us take the word still and understand it in a way. S stands for soul conscious also, and S stands for stopping the progress. And when Baba's direction is that we have to be soul conscious, and Maya tells stop, we cannot do it. Another word T. T stands for transformation, self-transformation, and from self-transformation to world transformation. What Baba says, and when we follow Srimad, yes, we are moving in that direction. But just the opposite T. T stands for tact, T is for tactics, and and in Maya tells that yes, you try to always be in the comfort zone, and in that comfort, and what happens in that comfort zone, you are moving towards Maya, because that was the that sanskar has come in as we are acquiring body consciousness, and that sanskar, that because now when we are in body conscious, that comfort zone is body conscious, and we are moving towards that as Maya tells. In other words, I tells for introspection, what Baba says, I calls for inward journey, and in that process you just visualize you just find your weaknesses and you work on it. And another factor, what Maya tells, I means man, always I, always I, always I. And in that process, you are derailed and you are not moving towards the right direction. And another is L and L. L is for lawful and loveful. L also stands for lust. So when you are lawful and loveful, you are following Baba's direction and you are moving in the direction towards complete free from all the irregularities, complete free from all the vices. And that's the opposite. When you are in lust, you are lost. And due to that only, this still factor works. Om Shanti.
Yes, Girijaman, did you get the answer?
You know what, Rakiben, as he was talking, I was just thinking about this word still in a different paradigm. You know, still, look at still, stop. And I love stillness. Well, I took it that way. So, but the sister had a still, and still has got a positive factor. Whatever happens, still don't leave your seat. So that still I thought, okay, why not take it in I am not soaked in the quicksand of body consciousness. Maybe I'm eating mud, but I'm not soaked. So from still, if I go to stillness, just stillness, then the secret word which I liked, which he spoke about moving. So I thought I can go to SOS. Stop, observe, steer. I don't know. I just, as he was talking, I turned like this from still to stillness to SOS.
Correct. But
Om
very well
Shanti. Om
explained,
Shanti.
Sanjay Bhai. Sanjay Bhai very well explained the correlation between Maya and being Baba's child with the word still. A lot of reflection there.
Rakib, and I want to add one line there.
Sure.
That still factor is that you can use it in a positive way, you can use it in a negative way. Positive way means that even if Maya is at its peak, still I am moving in the right direction, still I will become the deity. It's in a positive direction. And the negative direction, I am Baba's child, I am following a lot of things, but still I am going in vain. That we discussed that soul conscious, transformation, inward journey, lawful and loveful. Let the Maya do anything, still you will move in the right direction, still you will become the deity, still you will become Solakala Sampurn, Sampurn Nirvikari, Maryada Purushottam. Om Shanti.
Yeah, the bottom line is what is the attitude with which I'm seeing
Yes.
the word or looking at the word still.
Yes, yes.
Sridhar Bhai, Pramila Ben, would you like to share any points from your side?
Om Shanti, sister.
Om Shanti.
My takeaway is to become body conscious again and again means to play with or eat mud or not like this. Or you do not allow your past sanskar to emerge again. Do you? Since you have died alive, everything of the past is died to you. To die alive means to have a Brahmin birth. Brahmin never play with mud. Those things are done by Sudras. So remain constantly in the lap of remembrance of the Father. There should be not but remembrance. Especially loud children are always in the lap of their parents. Parents do not allow their children to go into this mud. So this is what, sister, like Baba knows what we are. Is it we are like that? So day to day lokic being in the lokic life is a challenging. Like this is what we have to do. Like with the remembrance of Baba, we have to be like this. So this is what my takeaway. Thank you, sister.
Thank you, brother, for sharing. Banubai, Pramila Ben.
Yeah, going with what Om Shanti,
Om
with
Shanti.
what the brother said. He said to become body conscious is to eat mud again and again. And Baba expresses this in many ways. He says when you have doubts, for instance, if you're unable to express yourself, that is also because one is body conscious. What will others say? What will I be able to express myself? And then Baba has also said something about preparing the ground before sowing the seed. So that means you have to have determination, have the courage to express yourself and and again, Sanjay Bhai said something about leaving the seat. So when we leave the seat of soul consciousness, again, we come into the problem of being unable to express oneself. So I think in many ways, Baba is still talking about the same thing to forget body consciousness and to be in your soul consciousness, in your original state. Om Shanti.
Yes, sister. Yeah, go ahead. Had anybody unmuted to speak? So I was just adding on to what Pramila sister said, that yes, Baba has this beautiful articulation skills where the same point he articulates in so many different ways. The first lesson of who I am as a soul, which is there in everyday Murli also, but so beautifully and so differently articulates so that it gets ingrained in us. So if we all are done with our sharings, Sanjay Bhai, can we invite you to take the meditation today? Sanjay Bhai, are you there?
Yes.
Would you like to take the meditation today?
Yes, I'm taking.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. Baba talks about the strength that he has given. Let us remember what we have got from Baba. The qualities of Baba is the quality of we souls. The qualities of Baba is my quality. Visualize yourself as a farishta flying crossing the rivers, flying high in the cloud. And as we are flying in the clouds, as we are flying high in the sky, still we are feeling the love and fragrance of Baba. Let us fly towards our Madhuvan, our place, our own place, and visualize the diamond hall where Baba comes. Baba's avtaran has taken place, and Baba is giving his drishti. Take that powerful drishti of Baba acquire the energy from Baba, acquire the strength from Baba, and fool yourself with firm determination and assure Baba, Baba, हम नहीं करेंगे तो कौन करेगा? बाबा, हम आपकी आशाओं को पूर्ण करेंगे. Baba, I will not let you down, Baba. We'll make you perfect. I am taking that firm determination, Baba. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. With this self-respect of I, the soul, is determined for self-transformation and world transformation. Practicing this for the whole day. We meet tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Divine Family. Thank you, Sanjay Bhai. See you all in the morning
Om
tomorrow at
Shanti,
5
Om
a.m.
Shanti, Om Shanti.